What a get. 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 This is amazing right here.
Pinch.
Come on. Thank goodness. Vamos. In there.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good afternoon. What's up, Jesse? So we only have one camera for today. I think the door is actually open. Say hi, friend, in the chat. Once we get the door closed, hopefully the.
I think you'd be very good at it.
Oh, perfect. So we got a little Wednesday training session going on. Welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy midweek. It looks like Sudsy and Mychael will be teaming up against the ladies, Veronica and Annie. Good morning, Brian. Hi, everybody. So I'm in here to also test out, like I said on our last live stream, we're working on a new software layout, design. So this gives me a chance to come in here and tweak some things before we have our next live show, which will be coming up. We've got some big things to announce, some exciting news. If you guys have any questions, Sudsy's checking his watch, so we can ask him some questions. He'll be doing some text-to-speech in his watch, so we'll see. Sudsy and Mark getting ready for the Sioux Falls IRT event. Anybody else in the chat going to Sioux Falls? Let me know in the chat. Anybody else? We'll be going to the first full IRT event of the season. Super excited. We got some new leadership in there with KWM Gutterman being a majority owner. You got Dave Negretti back at the helm. You got Adam Mania, the vice president. So super excited. 45th Lewis Drug Pro-Am. I don't think Veronica's going to Sioux Falls. I think it's just going to be Sudsy and Mark, but it's sold out, which is a pretty good indicator that racquetball's still doing well, especially up in Sioux Falls. Yeah, say hi to Sudsy. He can see messages that come in. That's what we're working on right now. If you see him looking at his iWatch from time to time, that's what he's doing. Ooh, she break a string? Sounded like it. Look at Sudsy still looking at his watch. He likes the voice to text. So I'm just sitting here tweaking some video settings and some audio. Hope everything sounds good, looks good. Of course, you know, when we do a studio show, it'll look much cleaner. But just want to make sure everything's good when we have our first show. Going to announce that soon. Still working on some sponsors for Beyond the Court, so reach out to Sudsy or not if you want to get involved with it. That's pretty cool thing. They're going to be happy and they'll obviously be promoting events, everything that's practicing, whether it's in your club or if you have an event coming up. So that's what we've been working on. Wow, nice shot. Let me know where you guys are watching from. It's always kind of cool to see where everybody is. I'm in Austin, Texas, still here. Hope everybody's staying warm. We had some snow yesterday, last couple days, so. Oh, she went cross court. Surprise. I thought she'd go right back down the line. Hi, Omar. Hi, everybody. Ooh, I think that was the Skipperooski. Checking out Facebook. I'm seeing all these awesome photos and tributes to Howard Walker. If you guys didn't know, Howard Walker was a big part of the racquetball community, the family, you know, player, event organizer, super involved in racquetball. Howard recently passed away, and so it's so cool to open up my Facebook and continue to see all these photos, memories, just the outpouring of friendship and all the people that Howard affected. So pretty shocking and sad news, especially when one of our own.
Changing my glove.
6-3, we got a score update from Suds. So if you knew Howard, you know, keep him in your thoughts and prayers. You know, he had a family. Is Mychael wearing a KWM Gutterman shirt? He sure is. I'm sorry, a Racketball Kings. Mychael's got a Racketball King shirt on. I love it. Also, another big news, if you guys didn't hear, the WTR joining forces with the IRT. named Mike Kinkin as the president of World Team Racquetball, so that's pretty cool. They've got some exciting things planned. I spoke to Mike last couple days, and I think their first event will be Beach Bash. They're trying to put some teams together for Beach Bash, so that'll be pretty cool. See what they come up with. Exciting new format for racquetball. All right, there's Annie. I almost said, for those of you that know her, I almost said Annie Muniz, but that's Annie. Annie Roberts. Actually, Annie recently married, so her new name is Annie Sanchez. So no more Annie Roberts, it's Annie Sanchez. But the reason I said Annie Muniz is because I did speak to Annie Muniz. If you all remember Annie, she was a big part of racquetball here in Texas. I just spoken to her yesterday, so that's why I had Annie Muniz on my mind. Who's actually calling me to talk about Howard Walker. So wow, Sud's still ripping that second serve. Ooh, Mychael, did he get that? He did. No, he skipped it. I thought he got it. I thought he just framed it off the sidewall. Wow, what a backhand. Still got it. Beautiful shot. All right, chat. What do you guys think? What is the next tournament for you? Type it in the comments. What's the next tournament for you? Where's it going to be at? Or a league? You guys playing leagues? I think for most people, the next tournament will be the Sioux Falls. Let's see. What else is coming up? Let's look up some upcoming events. Let's see. In Washington. Oh, yeah. In Seattle are going to be this weekend. Washington State Championships. Looks like they got almost 100 players. So good luck to everybody playing in that this weekend. Pretty solid draw. Let's look up. Let's see when the next tournament is. Also, this weekend here in Texas, we've got the Longhorn Open. That'll be going on this weekend. Looks like the Longhorn Open has 129 players. I think it may be a sellout. Yeah, Longhorn Open. 129 players, and that event is sold out as well. So they don't use both facilities like they used to, so they can't take that big number. Jesse says Beach Bash. Jesse, what happened to Treasure Coast? Treasure Coast 15. If you guys didn't know, Cheryl Lotz is back. She is running the Treasure Coast series, Port St. Lucie, Florida, at the Civic Center. So that tournament will be February the 7th through the 9th. Go get signed up. Cheryl can only take 60 entries. So if you need some more information, don't forget, you can always go to Sudsy's website, SUDSYMONCHIK.US. Treasure Coast, number 15, y'all. Can you believe that? They have hosted 15 of these when they only started with one. Well, obviously, but Sudsy said, I'm just going to run one, see how it goes. So now they're 15. Jesse says he's got a lot going on that weekend. Yeah, I get it, Jesse. I wish that I could make 15. I don't think I'm going to be able to go to Florida, but I'm going to be going back to Florida soon. I know for sure we've got something brewing over there. Probably about in the middle of the year. Charles, what's up? Charles and Ashley, what's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are staying warm. I heard Florida even got hit with a little cold weather, so. It is about, it's warmed up today. It's 43 degrees. The sun is all melted, but it's just super windy. It's not too cold where Sudsy and Vero are. It's I think it's 34 there where they're at in Washington. When's your next tournament, Charles? When's the next tournament you and Ashley are going to play in? That's Annie Sanchez or Sanchez. I wonder how Annie enunciates her name now. Does she say Sanchez? Does she say Sanchez? She puts that accent. Woo! Mychael should say thank you for that. Charles says he can't make event 15. That's a bummer. But he might play in the state singles in Sarasota. Oh, vacations are always good. Good excuse not to do racquetball. It's like the only excuse. So let's see. State singles in Sarasota. Let's look that up. All right, state singles in Florida, March the 7th through the 9th. The 56th Florida State Singles Championships in Sarasota will be at the Sarasota YMCA. It looks like right now participant list is not available. Okay. They're one of those tournaments that do that. I wonder why people do that. I wonder why people don't publish the participant list. I always published my participant list. I just felt it was always better to let everybody see who's entered. And but hey, everybody has their own reason for not publishing the participant list. So some people have a theory or a reason for doing it. But, so you can't see the participant list yet. I'm sure they're going to make it available. Who runs that tournament? The Florida Racquetball Association runs that tournament. So, yeah, I wish they showed the participant list. They can only take 100 players. So that's the most important thing is go get signed up. So if you haven't signed up for that tournament, make sure you get in. They can only take 100 players, and that should be a pretty easy number to hit in Florida. Also, let's see, what else? Charles says, what division should I play in? Oh, man, is that a loaded question, Charles? Play some doubles. Try to sign up for some doubles at the state singles. So it's funny that you asked that about what division, because, I ran tournaments for so many years, and every now and then you run across people that want to play up, okay? And I get it, all right? But I never understood people's reasoning by playing in a big tournament like state singles, and they say, well, I just played open for the fun of it, or I played elites because I wanted to get some experience. So I think the biggest experience comes from winning myself. So play in the division that you think you'll be the most competitive in and that you will win. Don't enter a division because you want to get some games against some higher level players. That's the kind of stuff you do at the gym. You train and you practice and you punching bag. You somebody else's punching bag. So that's always been kind of the way I've, every tournament I ever played in, I don't think I ever played up. I worked my way up. I started out in juniors. I played C's. I got hung up in B's forever. A's was just a killer for me to ever win. And then I finally got out of A's, won some tournaments in A's, got into the elites, and moved up into open. And then that's about where it stopped for me. So thank you, Charles. See you soon, my friend. Stay warm. Hope you and Ashley are doing well and the pups. Have a great day, Charles. Oh, thank you, Charles. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, you might play up in a shootout, a small club function, a league maybe, but never competition. Do you want to play out of your league? I don't like that advice. I see, these coaches or these, whatever you want to call them, helping, hey, I'm going to have my student play up in this one. He's going to play A's, and he's really like a low B player. So why are you playing A's? It's not fun for you. It's not fun for your opponent. So play at the level where you can compete and win at, not out of your level. So think about that when you enter your next tournament. If you were to play a tournament right now, what division would you play in? Type it in the comments. Let me know. These age group, that's why I love about racquetball is you can play age group. '50s, '40s, '30s. Doubles is the tricky part when you're trying to enter a division in doubles with your partner. I don't know if some of you know this, but when you play doubles, you have to play at the highest level of the person on the team. So, for example, if you have two friends and they say, hey, let's play in the tournament together, and you say, okay, let's play doubles, and your buddy is an A player and you're a B player, all right, you have to play A's. You don't get to play B's. Or if you're thinking really crazy, your buddy is an A player and you're like a C player, you don't get to meet in the middle and play B's. You have to play A's. So the best thing to do is, if your buddy is an A player and you're a B player, you need to go find a B player buddy. Because if not, you're going to have to play A's. So a lot of people don't know that about the doubles rule. You have to play at the highest level of the person on that team. Obviously, if you have two A players, you play A's. But if you have an A and a B player, you got to play A's. If you have two B players, you can't play C. You guys get it. Hi, Paul. Welcome to the Sudsy Mychael live stream. If you're in the chat, say hi. I'm still working on some audio and video settings while I'm trying to talk to you. I'm multitasking. Also getting some things ready for the World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships in Denver, in the Denver area, Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Hi, Nikki and James, Lily. Hi, everybody. Conrad. Hello, Conrad. Good afternoon. Just sitting here doing a little work on the computer, tweaking our software for our live stream show. Sudsy and Veronica, Annie and Mychael are getting some training. We're just talking a little racquetball. What's the temperature over there where you're at, Conrad? Everybody else, type in the temperature wherever you're at. Here, let me type mine in. It is... There we go. Just type mine in. Paul says, I do enjoy the videos and the advice, very helpful and informative. Yes, in fact, it's funny you say that, Paul. Talking to Sudsy, we're going to be coming out with some more on-court live instruction. We're going to be working on that. Eight, 19 degrees. Woo! Conrad coming in at 19. You got me beat, Conrad. It's warmed up here in Austin. It's 43 right now. All the snow is gone. Nikki and James, what do you got? 48 degrees. You're warmer than we are here in Texas. Did you guys get any snow? Conrad, did you get any snow? Anybody get any snow besides me? Also, don't forget, go to our website and check out the worldsinglesdoubles.com website. Consider going to that event this year, you guys. It's going to be the biggest indoor event of 2025. It'll be the best event. If you've ever been to that tournament, you know all about it already. We have first class hospitality. We do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We do hot breakfast, hot lunch, hot dinners. We have amazing facilities that we use. We have a beautiful players village, just like the U.S. Open used to have. We have great souvenir items at check-in. We're going to have some special items this year. I guess I could go ahead and let everybody know, right? We're going to do a towel set. Everybody's going to get a towel set. You're going to get a big, giant bath towel with a small embroidered logo on it. And then you're also going to get a nice hand towel. We've got some excellent awards, the atmosphere, everything. It's one of the best events, and it only happens every 2 years, and that's why, because it takes so much to put it together. So west of Daytona Beach, no snow. I want to be in Daytona Beach. Paul says it's from the old days when we had the backhand, super nasty backhand. Oh, thanks, Paul. Everybody had a nasty backhand at one point, right? Are you talking about Sudsy's backhand, Paul, not mine? Sorry. Conrad says he'll be out at his one-wall court every day. The cold doesn't stop me. About an inch the other day, dodged a bullet once again. Yeah, are you gonna be practicing on those padel courts, Conrad? Don't go there when the padel players are there. I don't want to have to come upstate and have to help you out. Ooh, we got another weather update. Mychael says it's 33 degrees in Jacksonville, Florida. That's cold, Mychael. We just experienced some of that cold weather. Paul, what about where you're at? What's that weather like? I think we're about to get up to... Hi, Chris. Welcome to the live stream. Just watching a little doubles, talking a little racquetball. Omar, thank you for the question. I'm going to make sure that I highlight this question, and I'll have Sudsy answer it. But it says, question for Sudsy on that lob serve. It is a slight carry, touch, or are you giving the ball too much spin when serving? That's a really good question, Omar. Every player, I'm sure, will have their own technique or approach to the lob serve, and I'm sure it could vary. It's kind of funny. You see how Annie kind of hits hers with the racket tilted a little bit more up. Some players like to push it. Some players like to feather it. Some players like to put a lot of arc velocity on the ball so it comes in really high, up off the front wall. Like when you watch Annie hit this one. That's not super high, but yeah, it's a crispy 43 degrees here. It's a little windy today, so that makes it feel a little cooler. On the weather app, it says it's 43, but it feels like 33 because we've got about 20-mile-an-hour winds going on right now. So, but that's a good question, Omar, about the lob serve. I'll make sure that Sudsy gives us an answer on it. Chris says 20 degrees. Okay. Now, before I say it, Chris, is it Spokane, or is it both? Sunny, no sun there. I guess if I were to say it, I would say Spokane. Spokane, like SPOCAN, Spokane. Or is it Spokane? Spokane. Look at Suds giving some instruction on the court. Looks like he's talking about positioning, ready position, knees bent. I tell you, there's not, if you guys go look at this, all right? Go look at the greatest players. Sudsy, Kane, Cliff, John Ellis, Conrado Moscoso, Daniel De La Rosa. Just go look when they receive serve. It's almost like they all do the same stance and the same position. Knees are bent in the center, racket out in front. But the base is a little wide, is about shoulder width apart. Go look at that and tell me if you guys see the same thing. I see a lot of the best players in the world, when they're returning serve, they take up position and it's like the same stance. You know, you don't see them like most of us who are just kind of like in the back and just kind of like, you know, you don't know if you want to put your racket up or down to make them wait for the serve. It's like these guys go to the back of the court and they get situated right where they need to be.
Different, you adjusted better. No, hold on, let me see what that says.
We've got some questions for Suds. He's reading them.
No, Leo, it's not a carry at all. It's just getting the face of that racket behind the ball and then guiding it up. It's the one time in racquetball where I really don't want to break my wrist. I'm kind of pushing that ball or guiding it up to the spot I want it to be at. But definitely not a carry.
There you go, Omar. You got your question answered. Nice. Thank you, Suds. Let's go back to the chat. All right. Chris says it's Spokane if you're a local. Spokane if you're a tourist. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, Paul, but yes, I will. We're going to come out with some on-court instructional videos, and we'll add the returning drive serves. Maybe we'll get a little tip from Sudsy today. We'll leave this up and see if he can see it there. At the club. Conrad says, no, it's not the Padel courts. They're shut down for the winter. Oh, man, that's a bummer. There's a one-wall court at the elementary school that my daughter went to, so I go there to drill. Indoor courts are over an hour away. Bummer. Sorry, Conrad.
Leo's with us.
Super sorry.
What's up, Leo?
That's a bummer.
Thanks for responding to a lot of that. I hope that answers the question. The ladies won the first two games.
Ooh. Ladies won the first two games. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you're watching live online, you know, now we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch and X. How cool is that? So we're trying to see when we go live with these that we can reach as many people as we can on as many platforms as we can. So if you know anybody, once we start doing these shows and these instructionals, that we're going to be live. We're going to be doing these shows. So if you go to X right now, you go to Sudsy M, you can see that the feed is live. Actually log in and say hi to the people on X. And then let's go to Twitch and say hi to everybody that's watching us on Twitch. But yeah, this is this is a session where it's not super intensive training, but it's on the court, getting that play time, that practice time, those looks, those serves, those shots, those angles. Getting comfortable, making sure your mechanics are still on point, especially for for Annie and Vero and even Sudsy, all four of them. Trying to sharpen up the tools. Being comfortable on the court, getting as much play time as you can. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to adjust my Twitch. Got to find Sudsy on here. There he is. There's the live stream on Twitch. Hi, everybody on Twitch. We've got some people watching on Twitch. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in and watching. You're watching live Racketball with 5-time world champion Sudsy in the pink shirt. His wife, Veronica Sotomayor, one of the top female players in the world who doesn't compete full-time. And then you have Annie Sanchez, who competes on the Women's Pro Tour, and then you have Mychael there on the left playing with Sudsy. So if you have any questions and you're watching live on Twitch, let me know. Be happy to answer any questions that you all have. So hello, everyone on Twitch. Let me say hi in the chat. Connor says, when are you going to invite me out to play at Mark's court? Well, Conrad, we are going to announce a tournament soon. We just haven't finalized the details, but yes, we are planning to have an invitational tournament at Mark's Court in Long Beach, Washington. We're just trying to get the details, get the dates, everything that we want to do. The Kelly brothers, they have a court. They do a tournament there at their place, and they've been doing it. And it just goes to show you that you can do anything with just one court. So we're putting the finishing touches on everything. We're going to announce it we only have one court, so it'll be pretty limited. It'll be an invitational. We can't take as many people as we would like, so we're figuring out how we're going to accept the entries. We may do a lottery. We're going to come up with something that's fun and fair for everybody. We would love for everyone to attend, but we're just going to be limited on the number of players and probably some spectators. But we're going to go all out. It'll be a fun invitational tournament. We'll have amateurs. We'll have pros. We want to try if we can see if we have enough court time to get some kids in there to do like a clinic for kids that want to learn. We're going to have food, music, great prizes, live streaming. It's going to be a blast. So look for that announcement to be coming up soon. Very soon. Very, very, very soon. If you guys have any questions about racquetball, about anything going on, anything coming up, anything you want to ask, let me know. Whether it's for myself or Sudsy, I'll be happy to answer. Sorry, I'm just still trying to figure out these audio cross channels, like when we have guests on. I've got a question. Am I splitting my time between Washington and Texas? mainly in Texas. I'm mainly here in Texas. Do a lot of things remote. I love Washington. I've only been there a few times to visit Sudsy there, and then of course a couple of our properties in Westport Inn, Westport Marina Cottages, and the Dock Street Inn. So yeah, mainly in Texas. Texas is where my roots are at. My family is here. I'm very close to my family. My mom, my brother, my sisters, nieces, nephews, friends. So Texas is home for me. It would take a lot to get me away from here. Conrad, yeah, that's a great comment. Hosting a tournament on Mark's court. He says the Kelly's limited to 30 players for doubles, so you don't know what month you'll be doing Mark's turn. Not yet. I don't want to announce the month just yet. We got to wait for the weather to warm up a little bit, and we've got to make sure that Mark's place is fully ready to house all the guests that we're going to have. The court is done, but there may be just a couple of things inside the facility that need to be tightened up. So I guess if I were to tell you anything, Conrad, it would be after March. But yeah, it says Kelly's limit to 30. Yeah, we're 30 is pretty close to the number we were thinking of. We've already put a pencil on it. To figure out how many divisions, how much court time, how long we want to play. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to be playing, at midnight. So.
Little commercial?
Yeah, let's do it. Good idea.
You saw. But instead I kind of
We'll be right back.
Let's play another one. I'll play the back. Try to beat
I'm back. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're live. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X.
You could play with Mychael.
That's one of the new features as part of our software upgrades is, a big thing that Sudsy and I and Veronica talk about is our reach. How can we reach more people, new people, old people, young people?
All right, we're going back in. We're going to do another one of these. The ladies are preparing for the Washington State Open doubles. So Mychael and I are going to try to give them a game, even though they've been kicking our asses all day. And then they might play a little singles. Depends on time.
All right, there you go. You heard it. The ladies are grooving. I mean, you would think that Sudsy and Mychael could beat those two, but those just aren't any two. You got two ladies that play professional racquetball on the ladies' professional racquetball tour. Annie, pretty much full time, professional and some, high-level tournaments. And then Veronica just plays selected pro events. She plays outdoor tournaments, mixed doubles. So, yeah, those aren't just any two ladies on the court. Trying to change another setting. Sorry, y'all. Getting some audio feedback. You guys can't hear it, but I can. Conrad says, when's the next tournament you'll be at? I'm bummed I can't make Sioux Falls, but the Hall of Fame Minnesota I'll be attending. Probably Minnesota. I usually only go to tournaments now as part of my team Frank Hotels. Not gonna go to Sioux Falls. Sudsy and Mark will be there for sure. Mark's also playing with Ruben Gonzalez. That's going to be a lot of fun. I may go to Minnesota. I haven't finalized those travel plans yet. I'd love to go there and see everybody. So I'll talk to Mark and see if I'm going to make the trip to Minnesota. Talk to Mark and Sudsy probably this week about that. I'd love to go to that tournament. I've never been to the Hall of Fame tournament in Minnesota. I've been there for tournaments, but never been to the Hall of Fame tournament. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I heard everybody in Minnesota comes together and makes this tournament happen. So I'll have to put that one on my bucket list. All right, let's see if the ladies can beat the guy, or if the guys can beat the ladies this time. I don't think the guys have won a game yet. If you're just tuning in, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, X, or Facebook, say hello. This is Live Racketball. You're watching Live Racketball with five-time world champion Sudsy Mychael, his wife Veronica, and that's Annie Sanchez serving to Mychael. Getting some training. Everybody's getting ready for upcoming tournaments. Welcome, Lanchetta from Pasadena, California. They're playing in, I want to say they're in Oregon. I think Sudsy and them, they're playing. No, they're in Washington. I'm in Austin, Texas. Conrad, I hope you can make the World Singles and Doubles this year, September 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's going to be a great tournament this year. This potentially could be the last tournament. Takes 2 years to pull this thing off. Jim Heiser does an incredible job of putting all the sponsors and the event together. Uh-oh. Getting a call. somebody big in racquetball. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Sorry. On the phone with Kane. On the phone with the king, the GOAT. Always good to hear from my friend. All right, so I'm back in the chat. Kane getting ready for Sioux Falls. He was on his way to the gym today, hitting some balls, practicing. It's funny that Kane can just keep doing what he's doing at 43 years old. So hadn't lost the fire, hadn't lost the drive. He said he's got to head over to the gym himself. So just like these ballers. Let me go check in on the chat, see what's happening. Uh-oh, glove change? Break some strings? Uh-oh, he's doing something. He probably had to take a phone call. Hey, also, before I forget, if you guys haven't yet, you could do it in here too. At the World Singles and Doubles in Highlands Ranch, we're going to have a special ceremony recognizing Dr. Bud and also the 5 greatest male and female racquetball players of all time. Who are your 5? Who are your top 5 greatest racquetball players of all time? We made a post on the World Singles and Doubles Facebook page. If you don't follow it, please go check it out. It's World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships. You'll see it's easy to find. And so we want to know, who are your top 5 male and female? Oh, that was an ace rap serve by the ladies. Uh-oh. Did the guys go over today?
Do you want to, it's up to you two. Do you want to do the singles? You want to do a mix just to mix up?
I'm gonna ask him to leave the door open so we can see the outside.
It's up to you two. It's up to him. Do a mix. You and Veronica. You and Veronica.
But who are your top 5 male and female players of all time? You can type it in the comments if you want, and you can go make a reply comment on the Facebook page, World Singles and Doubles. But who is your top 5 male and female racquetball players of all time? All right. Oh, are they going to mix it up? Yep. Mixing it up with mixed doubles. Lunchetta has a great question. What ball are they playing with? Let's ask. Let's see if Sudsy can see that. Because apparently he can get some of the messages on the chat feed. They'll go to his watch. Saw him just check his watch. Let's see if he. Beautiful shot. I'm gonna guess they're playing. Oh, who wants to guess? It's either going to be a Gearbox Sleek Black or a Pro Pen HD Purple. I'm going to guess right now they're playing with a Pro Pen HD Purple. That's my guess. Type your guess in the comments right now. What ball do you think they're playing with? The Gearbox or the pen? Oh, they're playing with a pen, a green pen. Why are they playing with a green pen? Probably because Annie and Veronica play the LPRT Tour, and I think the LPRT Tour plays with the green ball right now. Chris says he bets it's a pen green. That's a great guess. I bet you that ball is zooming too. Have you guys ever played with the green pen? Lanchetta, Chris, Conrad, Jesse, anybody else? Who else is in the chat? Type in the comments if you have played with a green pen. I like it, honestly. I played with it for years. Chris says the Seattle tourney this weekend is using this ball. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for being in here and letting us know. That's probably the reason why right there. That's what tournament ballers do. They play with the ball that is going to be used in their next upcoming tournament. So between the Pan Green, the Pro Pan HD Purple, the Gearbox Sleek Black. Lanchetta says, no. Conrad, never. Yeah, it is lively, Chris. I like it. You know, comes off the back wall for me. I think it's a little heavier ball. You know, just a slight, you know, smidgen heavier than the other balls, and that's what makes it so much livelier. I'm sure the composition or the formulation of the ball also. But yeah, I think so too, Lanchetta. That's why that ball is just moving and flying around that court. But look, they're all still, you know, hitting some great shots, rallies. Woo, Mychael, that's tough, buddy. Front wall into the sidewall, crack rollout. What's your favorite ball? What's your favorite ball? Type it in the chat right now, chat. Give me a comment. What is your favorite racquetball to play with? If you were to go to the club right now and the racquetballs were of your choice right by the court door and you're about to walk in, what ball are you going to pick up and play with? You're going to be like, this is the ball I want to play with right now. This is my ball. Hey, Conrad, just so you know, since you mentioned you're going to be going to the World Singles and Doubles, our new official ball will be the Gearbox Sleek Black Ball. So for the first time at the World Singles and Doubles Open Championships, we are going to be playing with the Gearbox Sleek Black Ball. So make sure you get your hands on some. Conrad says his favorite ball is purple. What's your favorite ball, chat? Let me know. What's your favorite ball to play with? Oh, look at Chris coming in with the old school, the Gearbox Blue. Do they still make that? I don't think they make that anymore, do they, Chris? If they do, I haven't seen it out much. Lanchetta's going to go with the HD Purple. I agree. I love those HD Purples, Lanchetta. And thanks for watching us on YouTube. I really appreciate it. We've got some YouTube watchers that are commenting, and I can see your comments, and I'll put them up on the screen as they come in. James Cooper says the Gearbox Black. That's his favorite ball. So James shows up at the club. He reaches in his bag. He pulls out a Gearbox Black. Favorite ball. Look at all our YouTube watchers. We don't have as many Facebook watchers as I thought. We have a lot of people watching on YouTube. So welcome if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah, a little center. I'm done. You got a babysit one time. All right. All right. Little singles for you all. I know Mychael and I were boring you, so hopefully this will be more fun.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Looks like we're back. Women are going to play some singles. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Trying to remember where we talked at. Would that have been the YMCA, downtown YMCA at the Houston Nationals? Remember, I worked at the Northwest Fitness Club. I managed a 10-court racquetball club over there with Annie Muniz. Played the travel leagues. I lived in Houston for about 2 years. Put on a bunch of tournaments, hosted some clinics. Wow, Annie with the overhead in the right corner. Well, good to see you, James. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll run into each other again soon. That's great that you're still following, and I hope you're playing racquetball. Racquetball's been a part of my life for, gosh, a lot of years now. Yeah, at the Nationals. What a great time that was, huh, James? YMCA. Had so many good memories there. Can't believe they demolished that club. Can you believe that? Some of the best days in racquetball at the Nationals. Oh, thank you, James. Owe it all to racquetball. Racquetball made me cool. Still getting to do what I love, no matter what the landscape looks like. Conrad, I'm trying to find out where they're playing. Oh, they're at the LA Fitness Orchard. You guys know where that is. LA Fitness Orchard.
I wasn't really moving either way. You know, I was just kind of, I could get my legs going. So see, like, see that hit she just made? Amy? Looks good, but actually not what I wanted. See how she kind of like tried to swing at it? She's lunging at it. So you can't lunge and go like this. Like, you got to do something more effective in a shorter swing. You got to shorten up your swing on it. So
James, where are you living at? Where are you living at now? I'm in Austin, Texas. Conrad, where do you live? I can't remember the name of your town. I know you've told me once before. I just can't remember the
it's
name
like
of it.
swinging and diving at the same time.
Wow, Annie with a nice re-kill.
Yeah, like that full wind up. Leo, I think you can hear me. I cannot hear you, but I was telling Mike, I don't know if you heard me. You know, when you're lunging at a ball or reaching real far, it's hard to like run, lunge, and swing. You want to get your racket on it and be as effective as you can versus trying to take a full wind up and swing at it when you're really, really reaching for a ball. You're going to be inconsistent if you do that.
Yeah, well said. Well said. If you're reaching.
It's like, I mean, who am I to talk? You've seen me do it many times. I'd be in a full out dive, all four limbs off the ground, and I'm taking a full cut at it.
That's because you're cut from a different mold, my friend. That's why you're a former 5-time world champion, member of the U.S. team, Racquetball Hall of Fame.
Hey, don't forget Treasure Coast 15. Go to sudsymunchik.us, get signed up. It's also live on R2. Cheryl Lotz is doing a great job. We're doing still keeping it going in Florida. And actually, Leo, I don't know, you could tell them we're working on trying to get something going up here in the Pacific Northwest as well.
Very true. Don't forget TC15 Treasure Coast Series in Port St. Lucie, Florida, February the 7th through the 9th.
Go get that. Good.
Conrad's in East Hampton, Long Island. There you go. East Hampton. Sounds fancy, Conrad.
I certainly do.
James says you're stationed at Fort Hood. That's right, James. Now I remember. Good old. Is it still Fort Hood? Didn't they rename it, James?
I'll tell him. I'll tell him.
His fan base is declining.
I'll let him know.
Conrad wants to know, is that close to Mark's Court, where they're at? I think the Orchards, LA Fitness. I think that's in Vancouver. I think that's in Vancouver. Conrad. And if I'm not mistaken, Vancouver to Long Beach is it's about 2.5 hours. So no, it's not close to Mark's place. Sudsy lives more up in Washington. I think that club where Sudsy and Veronica are playing, as opposed to where they live, is only about 20 minutes. So it's about a 15 to 20 minute drive for them. Lunchetta's in Orchard, Maryland. Oh, that's funny. Lunchetta, you're in Orchard, Maryland, and they're in Orchard, Washington. Or I don't know. Is that where you're at, Lunchetta? I think you were asking if it was Orchard, Maryland. No, it's Orchards, Washington. I'm sorry. Orchards is the name of the LA Fitness. I'm sorry. They're in Vancouver, Washington.
It's hard to, I know it's like you're in between, but it usually does if it bounces back here. Just giving Annie a little info on that drive serve return with this green ball. More often than not, it's very hard to keep it off the back wall. And that was a perfect example how it came off, even though it looked like it might not, and that one too. So Veronica should go right. Good. She should have went and cut that off. Cross court or down the line. Good. Basic racquetball. Constant basics, fundamentals. Down the line, cross court, down the line, cross court. Opens up the pinch or the splat, hit it, you look like $1 million. Fundamentals at the highest level. Don't complicate it. Jumpy there.
Oh, yes, now I remember, James. Thank you. Fort Cavazos. Conrad lives in a resort. It's chaotic here in the summer. Oh, perfect. I like chaos.
Yes. So, Veronica recognized that. She felt and saw that Annie was behind her. She had a setup. You just pinch that. That's basic fundamentals at the highest level. Your opponent's in front of you, pass down the line, cross court. Your opponent's behind you, pinch, splat, reverse pinch, whatever. Good return by Annie there.
Carl, when it comes to court and visiting friends, how do I find you? Carl, if you go to Sudsy's website, I'll type the I'll get him to type his website in the if you go to Sudsy's website, there is a form there where you can leave a message and just go to his website and leave a
That was
message in there.
exactly the one. Like that was a setup off the back wall. I think it caught you off guard. It was. You see that though? It came off the back wall. Now it's a setup. That might too. That might have. Yeah.
I agree, Lanchetta. This is why these are so valuable when you have world-class players giving out world-class advice, instruction.
And the reason, Leo, that we're using the green ball today is because we're playing a tournament this weekend with the green ball. So you clearly want to use the ball that you're working with, especially in this case because we're using primarily the black ball nowadays, and it's such a huge difference, the bounce. Usually I'd say it's no big deal, but the bounce with the black ball to the green or even purple is so drastic that it does slightly kind of change your approach. No, it's the fastest ball ever. Had a fan ask over here, is it more dead? And that's brilliant right there, Leo. Beautiful racquetball, great hands.
That was a beautiful shot.
It's actually the fastest.
Good court awareness from Veronica.
Yeah. Where's your tournament this weekend? Washington, Seattle.
Pro-Am?
Yep.
No, it's just the Washington States amateurs.
Micah, drop that link into the chat so they can keep up with the Washington tournament this weekend if you have a second. I don't have it handy, but if you want to drop a link in the comments so people can check out the either the tournament or the live stream. Micah does a lot of the media and marketing for the Washington Racquetball Association, so hopefully Micah can drop us a link in the chat if you guys want to keep up, watch some matches, keep up with the results. Bobby! Hi, Bobby. Everybody say hi to Bobby Morales.
We'll work out a Long Beach trip. All right. You got to go get that, babe.
How's that weather in Florida, Bobby? Is it warmed up? Oh, Annie didn't come around. She didn't come get her feet all the way around.
Babe, you got to work.
Skip ball. It's a good shot by
Veronica.
Veronica.
When she flips it to the back, go attack it. Trying to get Veronica to attack more. When somebody flips it into the back wall, they're way out of position. So your first thought should be, let me run up and attack it early and keep them out of position. But she's so comfortable shooting from the back that she doesn't, that's not her first instinct.
That's game.
Leo, you going to commercial or? All right, that's game one.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think about that, but you're sure this ball too is a little different. There's a lot of those coming off the back. My mindset is actually, usually it's gone. It usually is more often than not going to. And no matter how good or low that drive serve is, it's like it doesn't matter if it's her or you or like Tornado. A lot of these drive serves come off the back wall, but everybody's like, you just got to be patient. It's like a mental thing, like, hey, if the second bounce is right there, good serve.
So you guys type your comments or your questions
Otherwise, I'm sick.
or your answers in the chat. James has a great one. Racquetball question of the day: is the crotch serve a good serve? I've seen different answers to this. I'll let everybody else answer, and then I'll give you the correct answer. So crotch serve, he's asking crotch serve, which is it hits the front wall, the side wall, and then it hits the crotch in the back or the side wall. If it hits the crotch of the floor, the side wall, in the back. Let me know what you think. So yeah, like I said, Carl, James is asking about the crotch serve in racquetball. Is a serve that hits the front wall and then it hits the crotch of the side wall or the back wall in racquetball, which is the crack, the crotch, which is that little area there between the wall and the floor. All right, Micah coming in hot with a link. There you go. The 2025 Washington State Championships, the R2 website. There's the link. You can check it out. You can click on that link and see the results, the scores, the draws. And then also the live streaming will occur on Washington's Racquetball Association Facebook page and on the new YouTube page. So congratulations, WAR. They got their YouTube up and going. So just go to the internet, go to Facebook, type in Washington Racquetball Association, and follow all the links. Chris with an answer. Front crotch is a side out. Crotch in the back is a good serve.
All right, I think this is the last game between the ladies, so enjoy. Leo, you want me to try to listen and then maybe we could engage in some conversation? Let me see. See if I could do that. Can you hear me, Leo? Leo, can you hear me?
Chris calls it a deep Z.
Okay.
Yes, Sudsy, can you hear us?
I'm
can you hear me? I can hear you. Just keep
commentating. I'm going to stand underneath the camera, so if you have any questions, just let me know, and if I don't answer it, text me. Veronica didn't like her footwork on that when the ball popped out at her. See, I want Annie to start going to get that. Like, be a little more aggressive, and that's tough. That'll work, but let's make sure that we can execute shots when we're uncomfortable. She adjusted to get comfortable. And practice is a great place to work on being comfortable while uncomfortable. No. So if I could, I'd jump in her brain and go, okay, in that moment, what were you thinking, right? Because if we give her 100 of those, she might only miss 2 or 3. So I'd want to know in that moment, did you change your shot? Were you worrying about where Veronica was? Was it technical? Were you trying to roll it? Great serve. That's going to come off, and she doesn't know it. Yes, she does. Ah, okay. Maybe she heard me yapping into the glass. Good judgment right there. I'd like to see a little Z serve to the right by Annie, but who knows? Okay, close. So since it's practice, that was 3 walls, I'd have her adjust and do it again. Patience, recognition, execution. It's a really good serve by Veronica, really good adjustment by Annie. Good footwork there. Hey, Leo, did you get us any sponsors to get beyond the court going back? People don't realize there are expenses and stuff to make that happen.
I mentioned earlier, if you guys are interested in being a part of our plans for 2025, reach out to Sudsy and or putting together our plan for this year for the live shows for Beyond the Court. So reach out to me. It could be personal. It could be a small business sponsorship. If you know somebody that wants to get more exposure, like I said, we're on YouTube, Twitch, and X. And exploring TikTok. We're looking to see how many platforms that we can be on when we go live. We want to reach as many people as possible. So send Sudsy or I a message, and we'll get back to you if you're interested in some sponsorship opportunities would be on the court.
Yeah, and ultimately, at the end of the day, Leo, you know, we're promoting racquetball. We're getting as much racquetball out there as possible. Many people want us out there. There are expenses and things we need to cover. So a couple of very fair, small sponsors, we could keep the show going more consistently and continue to expose racquetball as much as possible. Make sure we share this feed, also get it out there, huh? Get that? Good. There you go. Excellent, excellent. Basic, simple racquetball. Hey Leo, I just got a notification. I'm at about 5% on this device, and I do not have a power cord, so I might lose you, brother.
The power of positive thinking.
Maybe
We will have enough juice.
Maybe I'll switch to another angle. Sign on from my phone. Let me do that now. I'm not going to hear you for a second.
Okay. Ooh, George coming in with a hot question, says, how much money would it take for Vero to play the tour full time? It's a very good question, George. You know, between travel, expenses, you know, there's hotel, there's flights, there's entry fees, and just, you know, all the expenses that go along with traveling. That'd be an interesting number to come up with, George. We'll see if we can ask Suds when he comes back. Let me know when you get it. Let me know when you get it set up, and I'll switch it on. Let me know when you get it set up, and I'll switch it over. I think he's going to go over to the left side. No, he's back on the center.
Trying to hold on there, bro. I'm trying. TikTok though, because
Let me know when you get it set up, and I'll switch it over.
you got it.
That ball just died up front for Vero. Are they playing to 11 or 15?
15. 15. All right, this is going to be fun. Hold on, I'm going to try to do this quickly and painlessly. So that might not work. Give me a second. Here we go. Let's try this. Sorry, everyone. Give me a second. I'll try to give you some sort of a view in the meantime.
Michael has a question. Would you rather play on concrete or panel walls?
Oh, that's not going to work.
We'll see if we can get an answer from Sudsy, Michael, on your question. He's trying to change the streams for us. Looks like one of our streams just froze. We'll see if it'll catch back up. The one on the right froze up. The stream on the right froze up.
Oh, it's there. Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is gonna die. Good. I think I got it.
So I was thinking about
He's switched.
that shot that you had, that backhand, where you hit the side wall before it hits the back wall.
All right, now we're back in business.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know the shot I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's called a splat.
The splat?
Splat.
It's
I
a
do.
killer. It's a killer, boy. I don't know nothing about racquetball.
Suds, can you read the question on the chat?
Can you guys hear, Leo, can you guys hear me? Is that good?
Yeah. Can you see the question on the chat?
Yes. Concrete or panel, I don't care. I just make the adjustment as needed. Give me a 20 by 40 court and we'll figure it out. And ceiling not necessary. Hey, Leo.
Yes.
Can you adjust it? They're playing lefty. You have to go to camera and mirror camera. Or take off mirror. Looks like they're lefty.
It doesn't let me do it on my
Okay, let
end.
me
You have
see.
to do it on your end.
There you go.
It's in the
Got it.
settings. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mark Frank of Frank Hotels. Make sure you go to frankhotels.com, use promo code Sudsy, and come visit us. Never know, we might bring you out to the private court. You know, speaking of which, how amazing is Mark that, you know, we're working full time and nonstop. We have 14 properties, 13 in the Pacific Northwest, 1 in Florida, and he wants racquetball to be a big part of our life. It's mandatory. Thank you, Mark Frank. Now, that doesn't mean call him and text him for sponsorship money. call me or Leo.
Just say thank you, Mark. Hey, George DeWilloughby has a question. How much Vero to play the tour full time?
Hey, George. Love you, buddy. Yeah, it's just not, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you know, obviously Mark Frank would have to support that as we both work full time. There's limited amounts of tournaments, sadly, so it's doable, but you got to figure between, you know, travel with us, with the kids, you know, a minimum just to get there is you know, about $3,000 per event, you know, so it's, you could do the math. We wish there was a lot more events, but it doesn't seem economically responsible at this point, you know, sadly. You know, thank God, again, you know, Mark brings Veronica and I to a lot of events, Frank Hotels, constantly supporting racquetball, but
And
and you and others. It's just it just doesn't make sense, and I wouldn't even want someone to say, well, I'll fund that, and I'll give you the money every event. And, it'd have to be up. It's all about Veronica. It'd be up to her, and we do it together. We do it as a family. We do it as a team, and it's easy to say, yeah, let's write a big fat check each event and do it, but I don't know if that's necessarily the right thing either. You know what I mean, Leo?
yeah.
I am glad that we were able to make the LPRT happy and get them to the Colorado event, working out those details, and they're committed to the Jim Heiser event. We stepped up and Frank Hotels to make sure that the LPRT will be involved.
Yeah, once again, thank you to Frank Hotels continuing their support of racquetball. It was super important to have the LPRT there, and I'm glad that everybody that was involved made that come full circle. So yeah, September 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Put it on your calendars. Go to World Singles and Doubles. Truly a one-of-a-kind event. And Suds, we haven't even talked about it. We're going to talk about it on the show, but Jim wants to put on another mega banquet ceremony. He wants to recognize Dr. Bud. He wants to recognize the top 5 male and female players of all time. And he's looking for a banquet sponsor.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. He's going to run a top shelf event. Leo, you and I have been blessed to be part of some of the greatest events in the history of racquetball, and I can certainly say that every one of those, I remember an amazing banquet, classy, top shelf, personal. Everybody's there. You see all the best players in the world. You see the organizers, the directors, the impact people in our sport, and obviously Jim Heiser being one of them, having this great event here, in September, and we're really looking forward to that. So. The event and the banquet's a huge part of it. Recognizing the top 5 and male and female players of all time is going to be super special, super exciting. So, let Leo know Leo's a big part of that World Championship singles and doubles team, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Getting a lot of messages about people wanting Beyond the Court back more regularly.
We're working on it. We've got new software. We're going to have a new format. We got some new upgrades to our restreaming software. So reach out to Sudsy and I. We want to keep the show going. I know a lot of you have said, why haven't you guys done a show? Well, we're putting things together so that we can do it on a regular basis. As you all know, nobody else in racquetball is really doing anything on a consistent basis. We'd like to do this on a consistent basis, not just once every 3 or 4 months or whenever we feel like it. So if we could get just a few sponsors to support us in this, we can do a consistent show. We can continue to bring live guests. We've got some other things that we're talking about. So reach out to us. Just send us a message. We'll tell you exactly what it would take, for you to be part of it.
It's a lot less than you think. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think I'm distracting the ladies because I'm so close to the glass, Leo. I'm talking. Right. Yeah, Veronica was literally about to return serve. She looked back at me like I'm going to smash this racket off her. Not that she would ever do that.
I don't think I could ever see Veronica smashing a racket.
No, it's my love. It's my baby.
She'd rather smash some of those green racquetballs.
And she does. We got to get cracking here. We got to go pick up Jules. She has a half day today. So, Leo, when we end this, you're going to take us out because I'm going to probably kill this quick and then get moving.
Yep. Thanks to everybody that watched today. I hope you guys will enjoy the rest of your day. And
I see that. All right, brother. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're going to end it with a commercial from our sponsor, Frank Hotels. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. Reach out to Suds or I if you want to sponsor Beyond the Court. We'll give you some information. I want to keep doing this. Thank you, Simone, behind the scenes, pushing the buttons. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Take us out, Simone.